Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yo. Hey yo, my silent moments loud as the crack of thunder. My hunger like the crocodile that attacked the hunter. It ain't commercial or underground, it's true, cause I'm gonna be good.
Uncanny Avengers is basically a mix between the Avengers and the X-Men. You got people from both groups there. You got Thor, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, who's actually kind of an X-Man too. And then you got Havoc, Rogue, Wolverine, you know, a couple more players in there. And yeah, during this arc, they've been going up against the Red Skull, who now has the deceased Professor Charles Xavier's powers, and he's been running wild. And he also seems to have a newfound hatred. You know,
it's for the mutants.
Yeah, right. Which I never knew. I mean, it kind of makes sense. He seems to have abandoned his whole, you know, racist personality and just focused strictly on the mutants now, right?
Yeah, I like what they did with using Xavier's powers in somebody who's purely evil. Because Xavier, while powerful, he really, for a long time, was just more of a speaker. You know, he's talking when he's around, people are listening to him. You know, he still has the mental ability, but he wasn't using them like in the field battling.
No.
You know? And Red Skull is using them in ways that are interesting and really
badass.
menacing.
Really badass. Some of the heroes that are in this book. First up to bat here, Havoc. He seems to have been appointed leader of this new team by Captain America himself. Always been sort of a background character. You know, what are you thinking there?
Havoc right now, I'm feeling as a character, but in this leadership role, I'm not buying it. It's just when you have Thor and Captain America standing next to each other, you're not listening to
this B-lister.
Yeah.
It would almost be like the Justice League following Booster Gold or some bullshit. He's cool, his costume's okay, but like you said, him playing that leadership role, I just don't know if I see it. And yeah, other than him, we got Captain America.
You got Captain America in here. You got Thor, who are two, you know, classic Avengers.
You got Wolverine in there. You know, something about Wolverine I've noticed a lot recently. He seems to get his ass kicked every time he pops up. I mean, I know he's got the healing factor and all, but did this guy ever dodge a punch? I mean, he gets brutalized by Thor, actually at the end of last issue, and it carries into this issue. I've been reading a lot of different things recently. His skin's getting blown off, and I know that's part of the character, but you know, he's also supposed to be this great fighter. You know, I mean, because when he gets beat up, when he gets, you know, his skin taken off or smashed to a pulp, it puts him out of the fight for a while, and he you know, renders him useless, I guess.
I kind of feel like that might be a backlash to Wolverine having been on every single team a couple years ago. So now they're just like, boom, kick his ass, show what the bad guy can do. You know, and then everybody else will kind of shine. You don't need Wolverine to shine. A real big, you know, talk and walk scene with Captain America and Red Skull talking about the state of America and, you know, how America is not the America that Captain America knows. This very, like, talk between two enemies who have been, you know, fighting each other for a really long time. Or just have known each other for a really long time. And it was really cool to see that. I think sometimes you can get a bit preachy with those kind of things, and he didn't go too far, in my opinion.
I have to say, I think, you know, and this goes against my past beliefs, I think they may be overkilling the Avengers titles now. I think it's starting to get a little bit confusing, and it's come to the point where everybody in the Marvel Universe is pretty much an Avenger.
Or an X-Man.
Or an X-Man. Yeah, I mean, there's not one that I can think of, not one popular lone superhero. Maybe like Nighthawk or some crap.
Spider-Man's kind of a loner, but he's in every... No, he's an Avenger now.
Well, he's an Avenger, I mean, yeah.
And he has strong connections
to X-Men. He was in Fantastic Four at one point. I mean, everybody's in a group, and I like the cohesion, I like, you know, the synergy, but at the same time, it's starting to be overkill.
Of all the Marvel Now relaunch books, this has been my favorite 4 issues, like complete story. I thought this was my favorite one. This had the most badass moments.
As far as team-up books or just
like all the Avengers, all the Avengers books that came out, I think this is the best. First arc.
I like New Avengers. I gotta admit, I like the Illuminati thing. I think, and just a huge fan of Steve Epting.
I just love him. John Cassidy is my boy, and even when I said, his panels were a little weak, to me, his week is better than most.
Oh, I mean, there's no doubt the guy's a talented guy.
Just Red Skull's the fucking man in this issue. In all the issues, he's had an awesome final page of pretty much all the books. The cliffhangers are ending with Red Skull just being the fucking man.
Red Skull, if you weren't a fan of Red Skull before, I mean...
He's going
especially with his new powers.
Full-on crazy Nazi.
Yeah.
And they're playing that up to a T.
Right.
I don't know. I'm feeling him as a threat. I feel like it's been a while since he's been big like this, and with the relaunch, not the relaunch, but there was this new Marvel Now. This being his first appearance is pretty dope. Right. I think I like this. I like this storyline overall.
Okay.
We have the next arc coming up. I think is still Remender and Olivier Capella is doing the art. So we're not going from
I thought it was Oliver Coipel. Wait, who the hell? Wait, is it Olivier? Jesus, I don't know. One of us is way off on. We're gonna try to switch it up every episode. We're gonna, make it fun to rate these books. We're gonna have fun on this. So instead of a 5-star system for this particular week, we're gonna do 5 skulls in honor of Red Skull. Out of 5 skulls, Tom, what would you give Uncanny Avengers number 4?
I'm giving it 4 skulls out of 5. I thought the art was really, really good. There was 1 or 2 panels that kind of took away from it, but the writing is solid. Everything is great on this book. I thought, it ended a little quickly for me.
Okay, I have similar feelings. We're pretty much close on the. I was waiting the whole time to say 4 skulls out of 5 too. So I'm gonna agree with you. 4 skulls out of 5. I'm gonna just change my opinion on the overall arc. I would give that 4 skulls out of 5 too. I thought it was decent. I gotta be honest, expected a little bit more.
I think it ended really quickly.
Yeah, it did end quick. I thought there was another issue or 2 to go in this series. But hey, sometimes sometimes a short story is a good story. So 4 out of 4 from the both of us on this. 4 out of 5 skulls from the both of us on this one.
If you are a big John Cassidy fan or a Remender fan or a fan of any of these characters, this is a definite buy. Otherwise just to have it all in one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would buy it, definitely. Especially at this point, because like you were saying, it's the end of the story. So, so go pick that up ASAP, and I guess we will see you next time. Thank you.
Peace.
What? Yeah, I wanna be good. The whole world rocking, the whole world rocking, I know people watching.